From galactic conquests to earthbound empires, 4X games let you live out your dreams of world domination. But which ones are truly worth your time? Let's dive in. Continuing the tradition of classic turn-based strategy games, Songs of Conquest breathes new life into the genre while adding its own unique twists. You play as a wielder, leading armies, conquering lands, and battling in a stunning pixel art world. The game's magic system is a real highlight. Your troops generate spell power, which opens up clever tactical options. With 4 unique factions like undead necromancers and swamp tribes, every playthrough feels fresh. Sure, the troop roster isn't massive, but the combat is deep, and managing your kingdom is intuitive and fun. Shifting gears to something completely different, workers and resources. Soviet Republic is all about mastering complex economic systems. Here, you're tasked with turning a struggling nation into an industrial giant, managing everything from production chains to citizen happiness and global trade. The attention to detail is staggering, but it can also be a bit overwhelming. The learning curve is steep, and the menus could be smoother. That said, there's something uniquely rewarding about seeing your carefully planned economy take off. Switching back to the world of fantasy, Age of Wonders 4 puts the spotlight on creativity and customization. In this game, you can build your dream fantasy empire, from cannibal dwarves to mystical moon elves, and shape their evolution through magical tomes. The city management feels polished, and narrative-driven events keep things interesting. Even though larger battles can sometimes feel a bit chaotic, the game more than makes up for it with its endless replayability. It doesn't completely reinvent the genre, but it's perfect for strategy fans looking for something engaging and fun. Moving on to a true titan of the strategy world, Sid Meier's Civilization VII takes some bold steps to reinvent its classic formula. The New Age system is a game-changer, letting you switch civilizations as you progress through eras, and it opens up tons of exciting strategic possibilities. On top of that, the city building feels fresh, with urban and rural districts growing organically over time. Leaders are no longer tied to specific civilizations, giving you even more freedom to play your way. It's a big shift for longtime fans, but the result is a fresh take on the Civ experience. Next up, Era. History Untold tries to shake up 4X strategy with some interesting ideas. The branching tech tree is a standout. You make permanent choices that lock out other paths, which adds weight to your decisions. The crafting-based economy is another unique touch, but some of these systems feel a little rough around the edges. The AI doesn't always keep up, and the interface can feel clunky at times. It's an ambitious game that doesn't fully stick the landing, but its visuals and fresh mechanics make it worth checking out if you're up for something experimental. Taking strategy into space, Sins of a Solar Empire 2 builds on what made the original so popular. You'll command massive fleets in real-time battles across solar systems, using planets and asteroids to outmaneuver your enemies. Each faction, the TEC, Vasari, and Advent, comes with 2 sub-factions, so there's plenty of variety in playstyles. The fleet combat is especially fun, with customizable ships and exciting mechanics, all backed by gorgeous visuals. Diplomacy is still pretty basic, but automated features make it easier to manage your empire without losing the strategic depth. Shifting to a darker, post-apocalyptic setting, ZEPHON mixes survival and strategy in a unique way. Humanity is on the brink, fighting against machines and cosmic horrors in a ruined Earth. The tactical combat is a standout feature, with over 50 unique units and 3 distinct tech paths: human, voice, and cyber. The city management and tech systems feel solid, but diplomacy and economy aren't quite as strong. What really sets it apart is the eerie atmosphere and branching storylines, which add a lot of personality. It's not a game changer, but it's a memorable experience for fans of darker 4X games. Now let's travel back in time with Ultimate General. American Revolution, a game that brings the Revolutionary War to life. You'll manage armies on a grand scale, then zoom in to command detailed battles with regiments of soldiers. What sets this game apart is how it handles logistics. You'll deal with supply chains, troop morale, and even message systems, which add a lot of realism. The learning curve is steep, but history buffs and strategy fans will love how authentic and rewarding it feels. It's like stepping into a living history book, with all the complexity and depth you'd expect. Taking a crack at rewriting history, Millennia brings bold ideas to the table, but the execution doesn't quite land. Its branching timeline system, where you explore alternate histories, sounds great in theory, but in practice, it often forces you into frustrating, suboptimal choices. The economy feels overly complicated, and the visuals and diplomacy mechanics are underwhelming. There's potential here, but the game struggles to bring its ideas together in a polished way. It's a valiant attempt, but it falls short of its goal to compete with giants like Civilization. Finally, Distant Worlds 2 takes us back to the stars with a return to its cult classic formula. This game is all about freedom. Whether you want to micromanage every detail or let the AI handle most of it while you explore the galaxy, the choice is yours. The graphics have gotten a much-needed upgrade, but the gameplay sticks close to the original. It's still complex and can feel intimidating at first, but once you get the hang of it, the game is incredibly rewarding. So that's it for this video. Each game offers its own twist, from bold experiments to polished classics. Which one caught your eye? Let us know in the comments.